You're watching NTC News, DeKalb County's only television news source, on the campus of Northern Illinois University and from the Northern Television Center. This is NTC News Tonight.
Almost a year has gone by since the extension of Lucinda Avenue began. Good evening, I'm Darwin Minnis. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Darius Parker. Construction on Lucinda Avenue continues, and the east and west side of campus will soon be connected. Karina is here with an update on the new street.
Soon, students would be able to transport themselves in less than 10 minutes from the west and east side of campus. The demolition of Douglas Hall was the start to the $4.5 million plan to extend Lucinda Avenue west towards the Convocation Center. The plan arose from NIU's master's plan, an effort led by President Baker to make changes to the university to increase retention and enrollment rates. Students who reside on the west side of campus believe that they would benefit from travel time and also feel connected to the rest of the campus.
As a resident of Northern View, I think feeling connected to the rest of campus is really important.
NIU's Board of Trustees approved the plan since March to make Lucinda into the east-west thoroughfare. Rumors were that the road was supposed to be open by homecoming weekend. However, Brad Hoy clarified that the estimates point towards October or early November.
Well, I don't know if there was really any official target date on the opening. I think a lot of people were optimistically looking at homecoming as being a possible opening. But what we really want to do is be able to make sure that all the amenities and all the infrastructure in the roadway is completed before opening.
There are some students who believe that there are other changes that need to be made besides the expansion of Lucinda Avenue in order to get to class on time.
I think it would be best if NIU would invest in more buses like the 2L and the 2R, because those are the bus lines that are used the most by students.
At the moment, the road has already been paved, but the walk and bike paths still need to be constructed. All there is to do is wait until the road is completely finished and see how well students benefit from the extension of Lucinda Avenue. NTC News, Karina.
A drug deal gone bad, a high-speed chase, and murder. DeKalb police are investigating a killing overnight. It all started here late last night, in this house at 817 Pleasant Street. Police say they found 23-year-old Matthew Clark fatally shot in the chest. Clark apparently was at the wrong end of a drug deal gone bad. Witnesses say the shooter is 25-year-old Christopher Gherkin. Police believe Gherkin was planning to rob Clark over a previous bad deal. They say another man, 25-year-old Trevor Motzinger, knew what was going to go down and helped set up Clark. He is also being charged with murder. There was a manhunt for Gherkin overnight. It led to a high-speed chase early this morning outside Elburn, where Gherkin was finally arrested.
The farm animal movement is here on the NIU campus today, trying to get students to stop eating meat. They call themselves FARM, which stands for Farm Animal Rights Movement. They travel around college campuses by truck, teaching students about inhumane treatment of animals. FARM is at the MLK Commons today, paying NIU students $1 to watch their 4-minute video. Some students say they're sold after viewing the video. Others aren't convinced on changing their lifestyle.
It is a little grotesque at times, knowing that cows will be hung and skinned alive. Actually, that's very unsettling, actually.
I didn't really think anything of it, and I'm kind of like a realist, so it's like, I figure we got to get our meat somewhere,
yeah,
so I know how,
Gotta get the protein.
I kind of know the reality of it.
NIU Muslim students now have a new place for prayer, a new mosque, although its grand opening will not be for another 4 months. The new mosque had a soft opening at the end of last month. Minus a few renovations in the works, students now have access to the building. Students and other community members helped raise over $700,000 for the new mosque.
When you think of fine whiskey, you might imagine a distillery in Scotland or Kentucky or, wait a minute, DeKalb County?
No, seriously, Illinois' first estate distillery is right here in our backyard. And Darius, you had a chance to discover what's behind it, didn't you?
What a treat. It's called Whiskey Acres, and I learned that corn isn't just for breakfast anymore. from sea to spirit, one of the many sayings used in Whiskey Acres Distilling Company, where 70% corn, 15% wheat, and 10% malted barley goes into your whiskey. Meet Jamie Walter, a fifth-generation farmer and one-third founder of the first estate distillery in Illinois and the second in the country. The Walters have been on DeKalb Farm for 3 generations with an interesting family legacy.
History of farming. Farming is not only a business, but it's also a lifestyle. It's given me an opportunity to raise my children on a farm and teach responsibility and opportunity to them. The work ethic is important, and with a little creativity, you can make something very special with your hands and help feed the world.
Visitors have come from as far as Texas to get a tour of the estate, and much like what DeKalb is known for, corn reigns supreme.
And so as a farm, we need to look at different corn varieties and see which one of those are the most profitable for the farm and create the best grain.
One of the things about being a farmer as well as a distiller is we have a strong background in corn genetics.
About 435,000 bushels of corn, the same size as 500 semi-trucks, are kept in these tanks. And about 5% of that is kept on the farm for distilling. Whiskey Acres is a part of the craft distilling industry, a fast-growing alcohol beverage market. In DeKalb, for NTC News, I'm Darius Parker. I suppose a glass of whiskey would help you fight the chilly weather.
Christina Lind is here with the forecast for the week.
Yeah, it is pretty warm out there today, and so we won't really be needing that whiskey just yet. Let's go ahead and take a little look at the temperatures for tomorrow. We will once again be seeing temperatures in the upper 70s throughout the northern Illinois region, but we can't rule out a chance for rain and a possible thunderstorm tomorrow. Stay with us. You're watching NTC News Tonight.
No more pencils, no more books. No more teachers' dirty looks. School's out for summer. School's out forever. School's out with fever. School's out completely.
What this place needed was better graduation rates, so we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%, and it can happen in every place.
School's out for summer.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying that gorgeous Wednesday outside. We did reach a high around 73 degrees today, which is well above normal, so can't complain about that. Let's go ahead and take a look outside the East Lagoon right now. Beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky, so you can definitely go ahead and take a walk around there for a little bit while you have some free time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map for today. We are seeing some nice sunny skies for right now, but we can't rule out for Thursday some rain in our forecast. Yes. So we do have this low pressure system right over here. It's moving our way probably around the afternoon time, and into Thursday evening we will be seeing some showers and a possible thunderstorm. For Friday, that low is going to be moving to the east of us, and we will be having this cold front over here dropping the temperatures up to the lower 60s. So let's take a look at Wednesday night. Mostly cloudy skies once again. Not too bad out there, a low of around 54 degrees. The wind's northeast 5 to 10 miles per hour, so a little bit gusty out there. For Thursday, partly cloudy until those showers come in the mid-afternoon, late evening hours, with a high of around 77 degrees. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with the chance of storms probably before midnight once again, with a low of around 53. And let's go ahead and take a look at that 5-day forecast. It seems that Thursday will be the only day that we will possibly be seeing showers in our forecast. And then Friday, once again, wow, that drop over there, 61, kind of cold. But as the weekend goes on, we will be seeing those temperatures rise, and the sun is shining once again. That's it for weather. Now let's send it back to the desk.
No homecoming for students at McHenry High School.
And the state will no longer be able to fund STD tests. These are today's state lines.
Classes are still canceled at McHenry High School, where teachers are still on strike. After hours of negotiation, teachers did not reach a deal with the school district. This week is supposed to be the school's homecoming. Teachers are looking for a 5% annual salary increase.
While the remaining budget remains at a stalemate, the state sees another round of cuts. Illinois has notified more than 100 jails, health departments, and family planning programs that it will no longer provide free testing for HIV, syphilis, and other STDs at state labs.
Illinois State Police have charged a Southern California man with alleged cannabis smuggling. Police say he was stopped by a trooper on Interstate 80 for speeding, at which time the trooper smelled marijuana inside the vehicle. When they opened the car trunk, they discovered over 100 pounds of weed.
The Illinois Department of Agriculture says that both the corn and soybean harvests are about 50% complete. Illinois is forecast to be the country's #1 soybean producer this year and #2 corn producer behind Iowa. And those are today's state lines.
An investigation is underway after a bombing in Afghanistan.
And the Secretary General is upset after airstrikes hit Syria. Here's what's happening in today's World Watch. The United States says it will conduct a full investigation into the Afghan hospital bombing that killed at least 22 people. Doctors Without Borders is asking for an investigation to be carried out by the International Humanitarian Fact-Finding Commission. The investigation is for whether international humanitarian law was violated.
Russia continues to carry out airstrikes in Syria. The Secretary General of NATO is condemning Russia's violation of Turkish airspace near the Syrian border. Jens Stoltenberg said the incursion was unacceptable. He also said the alliance has seen a substantial buildup of Russian forces in Syria, including ground troops.
Federal investigators are headed to Florida to learn what made the cargo ship that disappeared Thursday in the Bahamas. 28 Americans and 5 Polish nationals were on board the El Faro when it met Hurricane Joaquin. There have been reports of lifeboats, life rafts, and survival suit containing unidentified human remains.
At least 15 people are dead after South Carolina was hit with the torrential rain. Relief operations are underway even as dams breach and evacuations continue. Hundreds of National Guard members are in Columbia to assist. Residents are stepping up, donating food, water, and toys to help displaced neighbors. And that's today's World Watch.
Welcome to NTC Sports. I'm Emily Beebe. Well, it's a big day for Chicago sports. The Cubs play their first playoff game of the postseason against the Pirates tonight at 7. At that same time, the Blackhawks raise their championship banner and open up their season at home against the Rangers. Let's move over to Monday Night Football and the Seahawks' big play against the Lions. 13-10 Seahawks in the fourth, 3rd and 1. Lions have the ball. Matthew Stafford passes to Calvin Johnson, runs it into the end zone, but Cam Chancellor's there to knock the ball away to the back of the end zone for a touchback. That makes the final score 13-10 Seahawks. Next, let's check out women's basketball and the Minnesota Lynx win against the Indiana Fever. Second quarter, Minnesota up 1. Shavante Zealous down at the baseline, passes out to a wide open Brianne January. She tosses it up for 3 and makes it. Third quarter, Lynx down 4. January passes the ball. That's Maya Moore with the steal. Moore takes the ball down the court, finds Simone Augustus in the paint for the lay-in. That's 56-54 Lynx. Still in the third, Moore with another steal right there. The lay-in on this play makes it 58-55 Lynx. Fourth quarter, Lynx up 5. Fever with the ball, but Moore is on fire. She blocks the ball, and Lynx wins 72-67. Major League Baseball playoffs started off strong for Houston last night. Dallas Keuchel recorded 7 strikeouts in the 3-zip Astros win against the Yankees. And Carlos Gomez takes today's play of the day. Top of the fourth, 1-0 Astros. Carlos Gomez drives the first pitch he sees from Masahiro Tanaka. The ball deep and gone to left for the solo home run. Astros take the Yankees 3-0, and Gomez takes the play of the day. The Astros will face the Royals in Game 1 of the ALDS on Thursday. That's it for sports. Ryan Mack will have more for you this same time Monday.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just please, don't leave. Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Give peace a chance were the words John Lennon once sang in a song.
Yoko Ono, the widow of the Beatles' John Lennon, put together this attempt at the world's largest human peace sign. Thousands got together in New York's Central Park yesterday. It is in honor of what would have been Lennon's 75th birthday later this week. More than 6,000 people were set to participate.
Unfortunately, only 2,000 reunited for the event, and they weren't able to break the record.
I'm sure John would have still appreciated the effort. NTC News Tonight is produced and directed by students here at Northern Illinois University. We want to thank you for all being with us.
We hope you have a peaceful evening. Catch us again this same time next week.